Hey guys, welcome back to the Kinwoven Home. My name is Sharrah, and we are in my son's nursery because we are continuing our series, How to Create a Beautiful Home with Kids. Something today that I want to focus on, registry versus reality. Baby edition. You make a registry for when you have a baby, and all the things everyone tells you should put on there, things you look up online. I did all that, I put everything on the registry, and then now I feel like now that I've, been a mom for about a little over a year, the reality sets in. What did I actually use? And what things were we like, I didn't really use that. Or that really wasn't good. I'm gonna spill the tea on what items you need on your registry and what items can you go without. For those of you that missed it, I am pregnant again. We are so excited. We do not know the gender yet as of today. And I have my list of baby items here that we're gonna go over. I think the number one thing that I for sure would invest in that gave me the most peace of mind was the Newton baby mattress. It is a pricey baby mattress, but it is worth it because no matter what position your kid is in, they can breathe through the mattress. It just gives you peace of mind to sleep, especially if you're a new parent. The mattress is amazing and your baby can breathe through it. So I feel like that is number one must have. Get it, register for it. You won't regret it. Next up, let's talk about strollers. Okay, so I have the Up-A-Baby. That's what we got. Love that stroller. I would totally register for that again. But something we got once Sawyer was born, right before a big trip, was the Doona. It's a car seat that also kind of transforms into a stroller. If you're traveling, it is amazing because you need to bring a car seat and the stroller is super compact and you don't have to bring a giant stroller with you and have two different items. It's all in one. Downside to the Doona, it only holds one kid. So if you have multiple kids, you'd have to have another stroller. The other downside is they grow out of it. It's kind of good for the first year of life, but then because it's a car seat, once they get over a certain height and weight, they can't use it anymore as a car seat. The Up-A-Baby is amazing because you can go from a bassinet to a single sitting baby to you can pile 3 kids on that thing plus a skateboard. So if you've got multiple kids, I think the Up-A-Baby is the way to go. Okay, having some sort of a padded mat is really great when you have a baby indoors because you want them to have tummy time, you want them to be kind of on a cushy surface, especially if you have hardwood floors. The padded mat from Charlie Crane was amazing for that. If you go outside a lot, Sawyer was born in the winter and it was snowing here, so we didn't really go outside those first few months. But even now, when we go have a picnic or something, the Gather mat is amazing. I think it's like a vegan leather. It's totally cleanable, you can wipe it down, and it's a great size. It folds up really nice, but it's a great kind of place to sit on, and if you don't want to bring a blanket that you have to wash, this you can just wipe it down, put it on the grass, on the dirt, whatever. I would still highly recommend those options if you're gonna be outdoors a lot. Okay, let's chat about the nursing items. When it comes to breast pumps, I had 2. I had the Spectra. So the Spectra pump is technically portable. You do have to charge it, but it lasts really, really long. The LV, which is a very hot item right now, I had those. Those are totally portable. They go in your bra, very convenient, and I did enjoy using them. Here's the downside to the LV. I'm not sure if they gave me mastitis. It's not really a problem with the product, it's more of a user error. With the LV, you have to charge them, in my opinion, you have to charge them after every use because they don't suck very hard after you've been using them for one session. And I think that's why I got mastitis because the suction on it was kind of weakened and it just didn't drain my boob, and that's what you need it to do. And if your boobs don't drain fully, then you can get a clogged duct, which is not fun. The other thing is you have to make sure they're on right. They have videos on their website that you can watch, and they'll show you exactly how to do the placement, but if you don't get them on right, again, your boob won't drain right, and it can it's a little bit more of at first, there's a little bit of a learning curve to figure out how to use them. But if you can charge them after every use and you can get them on right, they are incredibly efficient. It's so wonderful. It tracks how much milk, digitally in an app, it tracks how much milk that you have pumped. So that was really a huge benefit to the LV, is to have the app and have it just do all the counting for you. 3 other things within the nursing category: nipple cream. Get yourself some good nipple cream, you're gonna need it. I had these awesome heat packs and ice packs for your boobs. Get 2 pairs. I would put the heating, so you pop them in the microwave for like 30 seconds. I'd put the hot ones on first, and it just like your boobs are like rocks in the beginning when all your milk comes in. It would just soften everything so that way he could nurse, and then after he would nurse, Tyler would grab the ice pack ones and you put those on. I swear they are a game changer. They help so much. If you're in a lot of pain, you need these things. I give them to all my friends that are pregnant. Last but not least, the egg nightlight. I actually just gave this to a friend of mine as a gift when she just had her baby, and she just told me, oh my gosh, this is like the favorite thing anyone's ever given me. It's a nightlight. Like, who would have thought a nightlight would be your favorite baby item? But when you're doing middle of the night feeds and you're half awake and you don't really want to like turn all the lights on, you don't want to wake up your partner, you just want to have like light that's not your phone camera light. This egg light is so amazing. You just double tap it, it goes on a dim setting, you can make it brighter, you can make it darker. It just sits on a little stand, a little charger, and you can actually move it places, so you can, you know, take it with you, you can put it in your bed, you can have it by the nursing chair, you can do whatever you need to do with it. It's mobile, and it's the perfect amount of light when you're nursing in the middle of the night. All right, so something about clothes, that'll be the next category. Zipper onesies all the way. Those are like game changer. Don't even mess around with the buttons or the snaps or any of that. I will say when they're newborns and you're changing their diaper, you know, every 3 hours through the night, just get the dressing gowns, like the nightgowns. Even if it's a boy, they have really cute boy nightgowns. And I still love the brands I talked about before, Kite Baby, Kiki, and Lulu. Those are my 3 favorites. In the same category of clothing, let's talk about swaddles. So something that people give you all the time, even if you don't register for them, they're just like a gift people give you, are the muslin swaddles or just any kind of like blanket swaddle thing. I can tell you, I never really used those all that often. I guess I did maybe in the very beginning, the first few weeks, especially if it's cold. So you could, I don't know, there's a lot that I never used. That would be something I would say you don't even register for it, because someone's just gonna give it to you anyway. But the one swaddle, what we used to actually put him to sleep, like at nighttime, was the Halo swaddle. They actually gave us one in the hospital. They are not cute, okay? They're not like trendy cute. They're pretty ugly. They're pretty basic. They're like fleece, baby blue, baby pink, whatever. They were great. And if your baby likes to be swaddled, they worked so perfect for Sawyer. They kept him all snug as a bug. Get yourself a Halo sleep sack because they're the best. Another must-have that I really, really loved, those little Diaper Caddys. They really do help, especially in the living room when you're just like hanging out down there and you need a burp cloth or you need a diaper, you need whatever. Having it all in like one set area, pull it out, you have what you need. It's really convenient. You don't have to walk all the way to the other room. Now in the category of furniture, baby furniture, rockers are like a big thing. It's a big investment. They tend to be one of the most expensive things you buy for a nursery, that and the crib. But you're sitting in this thing and you want it to be comfy. And I went back and forth. Do I want it to be comfortable? Do I want it to look cute? Well, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Get the comfortable one, don't get the cute one. You're gonna hate sitting in the cute one. And you sit in this thing for like so many things. If you're nursing in the middle of the night. So I did buy a second one for our bedroom because the first couple of months Sawyer was in our room, but I wanted to have one up here as well. Anyway, long story short, just get the comfortable one because long term it's an expensive purchase and you're gonna use it way more if it's actually comfortable. Okay, next in the furniture category, let's talk about cribs. I love my nested crib. I love it because it went from a tiny itty bitty little bassinet to a full-size crib, and it actually will transform once again when we go to the toddler bed. But I love it. I love the color, I love the shape, I love the spindles, I love everything about it. Super cute. Nested has a couple different styles. I also love that it's on wheels. I actually didn't like that at first, but it's super convenient that it's on wheels, especially when it's a bassinet, when it's a little guy. I remember we used to roll Sawyer from the bedroom to the dining room because we wanted to have dinner with everybody and he was asleep, and we just brought him with us and just roll him around the house. When it comes to high chairs, now I've only tried 2 and they're both under the same brand. They're both Stoke. I think that's how you pronounce it. The first one I had is the Click. Now that's kind of their travel high chair, which I actually didn't know. I picked it because I liked the style of it. Since then I got the Trip Trap high chair sent by the same company. That one is much more moldable to ages. It is more expensive, but it literally goes from infancy. You can put like a little bassinet thing on top of it to then sitting with like the straps, and it's kind of more of like a new eater kind of stage when you can get the tray added onto it. And then it grows with your baby into becoming like a toddler chair, whereas with the Click one, he was not able to sit at the table with us. I would probably have started with the Trip Trap because it goes from all stages and it's just more sturdy and seems to be a little bit more comfortable. Okay, now when it comes to baby loungers, I had one specific one that I really, really loved, and that was by the Charlie Crane brand. I loved it because it was really, really beautiful and cute, and as I've told you all on Instagram, we called it his poop chair. Anytime we'd put him in it, he would poop. It was amazing. It was like, hey, is he pooped today? No, let's put him in the poop chair. And then 5 minutes later, he would go. We were like, mind blowing, this is amazing. How is this working? It was just very ergonomic, I think, for his little body. In my opinion, there's like 3 things that people usually buy when you want to just put your baby somewhere. One is a DockATot. The other is a Snuggle Me organic pillow thing. And then the other would be some sort of like a, baby lounger thing where you put them in there and you can buckle them in. And sometimes they bounce, sometimes they don't. I would say if you're going to do co-sleeping, go for the DockATot over the Snuggle Me Organic. I just think it's more spacious, but also it grows with your baby a lot better. Now, if you're going to do the Moses basket, so aside from co-sleeping, and you wanna have a place to put them in a Moses basket that's comfy, the Snuggle Me Organic is a much better size for a Moses basket, and it just looks better. Next up in the same category are those bouncers, like the little stationary things you can put their legs through and they can jump around. Honestly, this is also very much like a personal preference. Sawyer hated that thing. He cried every time he was in it. They also say it's not great for their development. Like, it's way better for you to put your kid on the floor and let them just kind of learn how to crawl around and move. Okay, last in the furniture category. Now this is very important if you're gonna travel, okay? If you are a traveling parent with a baby, you need this. This is one of my top must-haves, and that is the Slumber Pod. The Slumber Pod is a dream. It is a dark blackout tent that goes over your pack and play. This thing is amazing because it makes it completely dark, so it blocks out any light. So if you're traveling and the time change is weird or whatever, that's not a problem. So I would say get yourself a Slumber Pod. They are often sold out. Get yourself on their email list, and when they get back in stock, get one. In regards to pack and plays, I would recommend getting a pack and play because, again, if you travel at all, you're definitely gonna need one. For me, I registered for the Guava pack and play. Thank you, Cookie, for getting that for me. My mother-in-law got it. There's an option to where you get the Guava pack and play, and then it like converts to a bassinet. So when they're really itty bitty, you don't have to put them on the floor. You cannot buy it separately. So when you buy it for the first time, like, get it with the added conversion kit. That way you can use it when they're infants and you can use it when they're toddlers. In the category of pacifiers and teethers, yes to pacifiers, honestly no to teethers. We did not use that many teethers, and babies chew on everything, so you don't really need to buy a special teething toy. The one thing I will say that was, and when I say teething toy, I don't mean like an ice pack one. I mean, you know those rings that have like the beads on them? We got so many of those as gifts, and they're really cute, but he just like never was into those, ever. Now, I will say for teethers, the little like mesh guys you can put frozen fruit in, those are worth the hype. Okay, when it comes to diapering, it all depends on the size of your baby, personal preference, all of the things. Specifically for us, we do the Hello Bello diaper boxes that come in the mail. I know before I said the water wipes were like must-haves, and they are really great wipes. They're like mostly water, but I've realized there's a lot of brands that do mostly water, and I think water wipes are probably more expensive. So I would say that's something, in all reality, just get yourself a mostly water wipe. It doesn't have to be the water wipes. Just one that has a lot of water in it. Changing pads. Now, I had 2 different changing pads, one up here, one in our bedroom. I love the Kikaroo one. It's a little bit pricey, but it's amazing. If there's a blowout, you can easily wipe it up. It's cushy, it's soft, it's not a hard surface, and it fits them for such a long time. Like, Sawyer still fits in that one. The other one I got was the Hatch, and that one is also, it kind of doubles as a scale. This is a tough call. If you are an anxious mother, I probably wouldn't do the scale. I almost became like a little bit obsessive about it to like make sure he was eating enough, and I probably didn't need to worry about it. He never had a weight issue. I just kind of was like always anxious about that. Plus, it's a really hard surface, the Hatch one. It's not a soft surface. So if I were to pick between the 2, I would probably pick the Kikaroo and not pick the Hatch. Last and not least, for the diapering category, a wipe warmer. Happy to report it was worth it. I know it seems like a frivolous thing. If you live in a cold weather area, I think it's 100% worth it, especially if you have a baby in the winter time, but that's kind of specific to where you live and your climate. Okay, when it comes to personal baby care, 2 things I'll mention in this category. One, I loved the Noodle and Boo line of baby products. We use their shampoo, we use their detergent, baby detergent. Their products are really clean, they smell great, and they're great for sensitive skin. The other must-have, especially if your babe gets sick, is the nose Frida. Now I know if you're not a parent, this sounds gross. I mean, it sounds gross if you are a parent, but if you are a parent, you just get it and you're just like, well, that's his life. You suck the snot out of your baby's nose. It's basically what it is. But I'm telling you, if your baby gets a cold, when they're an itty bitty baby like Sawyer did, it is a godsend because there's no other way. Those little ball things, those don't work. If your baby has a clogged nasal passage, they can't nurse and they can't sleep, and you need them to nurse and sleep. So I'd highly recommend 100% get the nose Frida and get yourself some saline solution to go up their nose. Okay, here's a controversial one, the Hatch sound machine. I love it. I don't know that you need to get it though. I don't know. I think a sound machine is honestly a sound machine. All the cool bells and whistles that the Hatch has, we really don't use, like all the different sounds, all the different colors, all the different things. Like it is nice that it's on an app so you can change it from your phone. How often we do that? Really never. Getting a basic one on Amazon that just switches on and off, I think would be just fine. So when it comes to feeding, get a lot of burp cloths. You need them tucked away in every corner of your house because your baby's gonna spit up, they're gonna have a blowout, something's gonna need to get wiped up, and the more burp cloths you have, the better. What you don't need a lot of is washcloths. I also had a ton of washcloths and we never use them. When it comes to bottles, something I didn't know is you actually don't need bottles right away. If you know for sure you're not gonna breastfeed, then maybe I'd get bottles, obviously. But if you're gonna try breastfeeding, you don't ever have to give your baby a bottle. You can just breastfeed the whole time. Now for me, I wanted Sawyer to be able to acclimate to a bottle in the event that I was gone or out of town. So that was why it was important for us. But you don't wanna buy a ton of one type of bottle. I would say get one that someone highly recommends to you, buy one, maybe two, and see how they do. Because a baby is going to let you know what they think of a bottle. If they like it, if they don't like it, and you don't want to spend a ton of money on these expensive baby bottles if they're never going to use them. Our favorite bottle was the Komotomo bottles. Also, something I got from my sister-in-law as a gift, and I think is the best baby gift for a baby shower, travel bottle drying rack. Because when you're traveling, you don't always have a kitchen nearby. You're in a hotel bathroom or whatever, washing bottles, and the drying rack comes with a bottle brush, comes with a small attachment to get into the nipple, and then has an area for you to dry in a clean space all of your bottles. Okay, so if you're gonna be feeding once you start solids, you can buy pre-made baby food, nothing wrong with that. You can also make your baby food, which is what I did. There's this contraption that's really cool. It's called the Beba. It is a steamer and slicer dicer all in one. I will tell you though, I don't know if mine is just malfunctioning. When I try to close it, you have to close the lid to turn the steamer on, it just beeps at me and tells me that it doesn't want to turn on. And usually that means it doesn't think that it's actually sealed enough to actually turn the steamer on. So you have to do it 10 or 15 times. Eventually it works, but it is kind of an annoying thing I should mention. When it comes to play things for babies, I will tell you right now, the best thing you can buy for your baby, especially if you're a grandma, this is such a great gift. It's a toy subscription for babies, and it's called Love Every. So they have created all of these different toys specifically designed for your baby's developmental stage. So they send a new box probably every 3 months, and they give you, each box has a book, and the book explains what your baby is going to be learning this month, what developmental milestones they will probably achieve, and then it also tells you how to utilize the toys in the box, how to play with them, and if you're home with your kid all the time and you're like, what do we do with them? What are they learning? They're not moving, they're kind of just a blob. It just gave me things to do with Sawyer, and it was you could just tell that he loved it. I don't even buy Sawyer toys. All I do are just get these Love Every boxes. I don't feel like it's too many toys. I feel like it's the perfect amount of toys, and the old stuff that he doesn't play with anymore, I kind of cycle back into storage and bring the new stuff out, and it's a great way to not have a ton of stuff everywhere, but it's stuff I know he's gonna wanna play with. And last but not least, a baby camera. Baby camera is what everybody needs. I have tried 2 of them, and I kind of have pros and cons for both, okay? The Nanit was the first camera that we had, and I love the Nanit. From a technology perspective, The Nanit camera, the app, and the sleep tracking that it offers is amazing. It tells you how long your baby's been sleeping. It tells you how long they've been awake. It actually tells you like overnight, hey, your baby woke up this many times and this was their sleep efficiency and this is where they moved in their crib. I mean, it's like very in detail. It records them sleeping. Downside to the Nanit is the camera quality, I don't think is that good. It's a little bit fuzzy. It's not super sharp. The Owlet camera is an amazing camera. I think the quality of the footage is really sharp. Like you can zoom in on it. You can be really precise. Their app system is not anywhere near Nanit. So if you care about how your kid's sleeping or you want to know what's happening in the middle of the night when you're sleeping and you want to be able to have information, if that matters more to you, then I would do the Nanit. And if you want a really clear camera and the quality of the footage to be really good, then I would do the Owlet. Depending on what matters to you, those two are really great options. And you really can't go wrong. It just depends on what you want. Okay, you guys, I hope that was helpful. I think I tried to really access every single, I'm looking around this room like, what did I forget? What did I miss? I think I got every single category. If I missed something, ask me below. I'm gonna link all the things I said I loved and I wish I would have had. To boil it down to, all you really need when you first have a baby, some diapers, some wipes, and a safe place for them to sleep. Everything else you can save up for, you can get later. You don't need that to have a baby. And also, to make you feel better, if your nursery is not ready, Sawyer's nursery wasn't done until he was like 8 months old. I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it, and I will see you guys for the next video in this series. This was a little bit of a detour, but it is questions I get all the time. I hope that it's helpful if you are about to have a baby, or even if you have a daughter or a son whose wife's gonna have a baby and you wanna know what to get them as gifts. I get questions like that all the time. These are some great places to start. Okay guys, thank you for watching. Love to you all. I will see you next time.